In this video, I'm going to show you the first 6 rings in the top row, and these are my high-end solid black and white opal rings, 1 through 6, and these are all Australian opal. So let me lock down the camera so that I can pick up the ring and show you up close. So this beautiful engagement ring has a solid black Australian opal from the Lightning Ridge mine, and I have a very good opal source. As you can see, this is a beautiful opal, just gorgeous. It has all of the colors. Look at even that purple there. Now, the way we rate black opals is on an N scale, the N being the color of the background opal. So see how it has a gray background, a dark gray background? I would say this is about an N3 or an N2. Now N1 would be jet black, where the opal would be jet black in the background where there isn't color. And N9 being a white opal. So black opals you rate on an N scale, and you rate on a B scale. The B scale is the brightness of the color and the fire, 5 being the very brightest and 1 being the least bright. So this one I would say is a B4 and an N3 or 4. And it is a gorgeous opal. And let me see if I get it a little more light. I need 3 hands here. Wow, look at that fire pop. Even yellow, isn't that fantastic? A very high-end opal indeed. Now this ring has a matching stackable wedding band, and let me demonstrate that for you. It has a plain, a diamond stackable wedding band that looks like this one, right here. So a lot of times I'll tell people, if you want to buy the engagement ring now and have her choose whether she wants a stackable wedding band later, that's always a good choice. But they have to be designed together. I designed this ring in CAD, in computer-aided design, and you have to design the matching stackable wedding band at the same time or they'll never fit together perfectly like this. So this one has a diamond stackable wedding band or a plain stackable wedding band choice. And both of them are good choices, just depends on what you like better. Or of course the engagement ring by itself. And I'm going to turn this one over so you can see the fire from the other way again. Beautiful. First thing you should do with your opal ring when you get it home is look at it under a light, and then you can see all of the mysteries it has to offer. So that was ring number 1. Ring number 2 is a triple opal engagement ring. This is also solid black Australian opal. And I put 2 opals on either side that have more of a pink look to them. See how it's yellow fire and pink and yellow fire in the outside opals. And the center opal has a more green toned fire. And I really like this combination and how it came out in this ring. It's just a beautiful solid black opal ring. And it has this lovely filigree in the design. Now I do want to say that these are the ready-to-ship rings that are already made in this tray. If you love this design and want it in solid white opal, for example, or opal triplets, I can make that for you in the made-to-order section of my shop, just called Opal Engagement Rings. But this is the ready-to-ship section of my shop, and all of these rings I can send out in today's mail, and you can have it overnight if you want with FedEx. So that was ring number 2. Ring number 3 is a beautiful diamond engagement ring. It is my version of a halo ring. And this opal is a very dark jet black opal. And you can see the background. Let me shine a light on it. Look at the color pop. And see how black the background is? This would be an N1 on the scale of 1 to 9, 9 being a white opal, and N1 being the darkest of the black opal. And the fire is a 4 or 5, on the brightness of 5 being the brightest. It is just a very special opal. And I use SI1 diamonds. Definitely the most beautiful, best bang for your buck. Beautiful complementary diamonds. And this wedding ring, this engagement ring, does have a stackable wedding band that I can make to order for it if you so desire. But right now is ready to ship. It is just the engagement ring. Isn't that an incredible opal? Just absolutely spectacular. Now remember, the way to see the prices of these rings are to look in the drop-down menu to the right of the photograph in the listing, and you will see it says ring number and price. Click on that and you'll be able to see by number which ring, and I'm going to pick up this video with ring number 4. And ring number 4 is a beautiful solid white opal engagement ring, and you can see it has beautiful heart design on either side of the opal. And this one also has matching stackable wedding bands that go with this ring. And this is the plain band option. And it goes on like that. I call this the plain stackable wedding band. And it looks like that. It looks quite different with the wedding band on it and the wedding band off. And then it has what I call the braided stackable wedding band. And here's the braided band, because it has this sort of braided design here. And of course the ring again looks quite different than it does with just the engagement ring with the stackable wedding band. So it's something to keep in mind. Many women do want the stackable wedding band option, and it's something I have to design when I'm designing the actual ring. It's not something I can add later to a design that doesn't have a stackable wedding band already. It's definitely something you have to do at the time. I designed this ring in a CAD program, a computer-aided design program, and at the same time I designed these different wedding band options. So that one was number 4. And number 5 is a beautiful solid black Australian opal from the Lightning Ridge mine. All true black opals are from Lightning Ridge. You can have dark opals from other opal mines, but the actual title of solid black opal belongs to Lightning Ridge, because we're talking about the background color behind the opal color. The color of the opal in this case is very, very dark gray, and I would say this is maybe an N2 on a scale of 1 being jet black and 9 being a white opal. This is an N2 background, possibly, with a very, very bright B4 or 5 brightness of scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the brightest. That refers to the color and the opal fire. And this opal is absolutely stunning with the brightness of 4 or 5, a very fine opal. And I love this design with the 2 diamonds. Now this particular ring does not have a stackable wedding band that goes with it, but I do, in my made to order section, make this design with a stackable diamond wedding band. If you want it, you could order it there in the made to order section, which is just called opal engagement rings. Isn't that a beautiful opal? It is just an incredible opal. I have very, very high quality opals. They do cost more the higher grade you get, but they are worth it. Everybody wants the color and the contrast with the dark body, and so that's what I get for you. And I'm welcome you to ask me about my payment plan options if you want. I'm always happy to make a payment plan over time for you for any item you want to buy from my shop, and you simply divide it into the amount that is comfortable for you to pay twice a month, and I send you invoices in those amounts, until the ring is paid off, and then I send it out to you. So feel free to ask me about the payment plans. This is ring number 6, and ring number 6 has beautiful green fire. This is also a solid black Lightning Ridge opal with green and orange fire and diamond accents. And this is a very petite little ring. It does not have a stackable matching wedding band with it. And I always thought of this ring for somebody who is petite, somebody with small size 5 fingers or something, slim fingers, because it is a smaller, thinner band. So I thought of it as a ring for somebody like that. A beautiful solid black opal, and this is a very reasonably priced ring. I got a good deal on this opal, so if you're looking for one in the lower range of my high-end opal rings here, this one is probably the most reasonable price in this row. So that is rings number 1 through 6. I'm going to start a new video for rings 7 through 12. And here they are again. See if I can get them in focus. Ring number 1, 2, 3, 4 with the hearts, 5 black opal, 6 black opal as well. That's the green one. See, opals are directional. You really need them to be in the right angle to see their beautiful color. That's why I want to do a video for you where I can hold them in the light. All right, we'll start on number 7 in the next video. This is number 7. I'm doing 7 through 12 on this video, and look at this opal. This is what we call a dark white opal. And it has this dark gray background, even though it is a white opal. It was from the Coober Pedy mine in Australia. And it has tanzanite accents in a halo all the way around it. I love this ring. Look at the purple in the opal that complement the purple in the tanzanite. I love tanzanite with opal. And if you know anything about tanzanite, which is this halo stone here, tanzanite, let me get this focus for you. Tanzanite is a rare stone with this blue-purple color. And the tanzanite mine in Tanzania is going dry, so it won't be available for us to use in jewelry very long. So if you love tanzanite, now is the time to buy it. And look at this opal. It is just like a sunset in Hawaii. It is just an incredible beast. And let me see if I can give you a little more light here. Beautiful ring. Has an undercarriage. This one is solid sterling silver. Let's see, let's make that a little darker there. And let me shine the light on this a little bit so you can really activate that fire. Beautiful. I just gasped when I saw this opal. I was so excited to make something out of it. Very, very rare indeed, these dark white opals. It's almost like abalone. Reminds me of that pattern. The Queen of Gems. Opal is the Queen of Gems according to William Shakespeare. And this opal certainly speaks to that. Beautiful ring. Put it on my hand. You can see it's quite a large ring. It's a 12 by 10 millimeter opal. And I talk about opals with their millimeter size. That is the body that faces you. That is really what people are concerned with, is how large is this opal going to look like on my finger. And the carat weight is really about how thick it is. The thickness, not the width as much. And some of my Ethiopian opal rings, for example, are higher carat weight, but they could be a smaller body size because they are thick opals. And Australian opals tend to be cut in a flatter fashion. So I don't talk about my opals in terms of the carat weight that much. I talk about them in terms of the face size of the opal. And this is a very large 12 by 10 millimeter size here. I hate to put this beautiful ring down. See if I can keep that in focus for you. Just a beauty. Such a nice ring. That was number 7. Number 8 is a men's ring in solid 14 karat gold. And this beautiful solid black opal is huge. This is an 18 by 13 millimeter opal. And this is a it's a solid black opal. It's probably an N4. And you can see that the background color is dark gray. And as I shine the light on it, you can see all of the beautiful opal colors. And this is a nice substantial ring. Take a look down in the listing where I have the information on each ring, and I will tell you how many grams this is. I think it's something like 12.9 grams, this ring. It is a lot of gold. And I felt that this huge opal deserved a lot of gold around it and made this freeform design. A really nice men's ring. It is very rare to find opals this huge. Let me see if I can turn him around in the light a little bit more. Beautiful. Sometimes if we turn the light down, you can see more fire with opals. Look at all those colors in a sparkly fashion. I do have a listing in my regular made-to-order section in the men's opal ring section for this ring, and there's a video of just this ring there if you're interested. Otherwise, look in the drop-down menu and you can see what the price is, and look at the descriptive area to see what the weight of the ring is and other information. The next ring is also a men's ring. That was number 8. This is number 9. This big men's ring has an 18 millimeter sized opal in it, and it took me several years to find an opal the right size for this, and then I had to cut it. It is just an incredible, huge, solid white opal, and I do have the request for big rings sometimes, and look at how big it is on my hand, for example. And it has a beautiful pastel white Australian opal in it, and it is also a free-form design like the other one. This is a very weighty ring, very solid on your hand. And you can see that the pastel colors of this white opal are classic pastel colors with a nice milky body. A very classic Australian white opal look. What an amazing huge opal. It took so long for me to find an opal this big for this ring. So I'm very happy to have finished it and be able to present it to you now. That was number 9. Number 10 is also a men's ring. This is in 14 karat yellow gold. And this is a black opal with a body which is an N3 or an N4. And beautiful green fire. It looks like a B3. And look at that gorgeous green fire that just jumps right off the opal. A very special ring, very comfortable to wear, a very classic style. A really nice solid black opal ring. I love the pattern in this opal. Here, I'll turn it around, see what other colors we see this direction. This one really looks like a sunset. The way that the striations of opal make this pattern like this really reminds me of a sunset. Just a beautiful ring. And this could actually be worn by a man or a woman. I know women who like to wear this ring setting. Very nice. So that is number 10. Number 11 is a woman's ring, which is a natural Australian opal doublet with tons of fire and color. It's got a lot of purple colors in it. Now, a doublet is a thin slice of opal on opal rock, or the type of potch rock that we find opal in. It's on a piece of boulder opal in this case, boulder matrix. And look at the beautiful colors in this gorgeous opal doublet. Just incredible. I have matching pendants to this ring in the shop. Let's see what happens when I put a little bit of light on it. Really makes the red fire glow. Hard to keep it in focus for you here. Oh yeah, look at that with the light on it in the corner there. Beautiful. Yes, I have matching earrings and a pendant that go with this ring. Write me a note and I'll direct you to the link. That was number 11. Number 12 is a beautiful semi-black opal. Now, it is a semi-black opal because the body is gray. It is lighter than an N4. It's probably an N3 on a scale of 1 being jet black and 9 being white, a white opal. But you can see that it has that dark body, so it is a black opal, what we call a semi-black. If it had a white body all the way around, that would be a white opal. And look at the way the fire just jumps off the ring. See what happens when we shine a little more extra light on it. Just a beautiful ring. This is an Art Deco design. Nice sweeping movements. It's a very substantial ring. And has diamonds on both sides. Beautiful Art Deco design. Oh, look at the colors in that opal. Beautiful. Wow. Really fiery. So that concludes all the opals in the top row, the opal rings in the top row. And let me point to them again by number. And then we'll move on to the second row, which are solid white opal rings. This is number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. And you should have seen all of those in this video. Next, I'm going to show these very reasonably priced solid white opal engagement rings in the next row. And they start as low as $80 and only go up to around $250 or $300. Depends how many diamonds they have with them and what kind of gold. There's another one. So I will pick up each of these and show these to you in the next video, and come take a look. Thanks for watching.